Inside of you, of any of you, there are two wolves, two Wilki. Robert Gawliński i Mikis Cupas. And Maciej Gładysz, Benjamin Gawliński.
And Marcin Ciempiel, but no Michał Rollinger anymore.
Okay, actually there are a lot of Wilki, so let's start from the beginning. This year is gonna be 30 years since the beginning of Wilki. 30 years ago, they released their album Wilki. So I was meaning to do a whole review of the whole career, even if it's gonna be difficult. I discovered so many jewels while researching for songs of Wilki, and I would like to share them with you in case you don't know them. Let's start from the beginning. The beginnings of the band were kind of turbulent, since something unexpected happened right before they started recording the first album. The band started in 1991 and several musicians tried their luck within the band, such as Piotr Kokoszyński, Robert Ochnio, and for example also Andrzej Zemczewski, a talented guitar player who was also a guitarist in bands such as Dab or T-Love. So guys, you can imagine such a mess at the beginning with so many musicians in and out, but it was clouded by a tragic event. Because right before recording the album, the bass player of the band, Adam Żwirski, suddenly died.
Time of midnight, every time we muddle again.
So it seemed as if the album was not gonna be recorded anymore because he died, and also the drummer, Darek, broke down and drifted away. And in this song, Son of the Blue Sky, you can tell that Robert is speaking directly to his deceased friend. And with this unexpected event, you could tell that it was in the air, the lineup of the group, and it wasn't decided right after the album was recorded. And already in May of the wonderful year 1992, the accidental album already was released finally. And the success was completely explosive. It turned out to be such a hit with 220,000 copies sold. So do you guys remember when it was released in 1992? Were you there? Can you tell me the reactions of the people for the songs? Let me know. And all of the songs were written by the same guy, Robert Gawliński. He was the band's leader and he's still the band's leader, I think. He hasn't stopped being the band's leader. And besides the song that was dedicated to his ex-partner, Son of the Blue Skies, there were other songs that were promoted that are very interesting and I discovered very recently. For example, a song dedicated to the wildest, the most inhospitable thing inside of us, a wild animal. This song is Aborigen, or a song that I already analyzed in my 90s video, and it was a surprise for me because of the weird title as well. This song has a title that was taken directly from the ancient Aramaic language, which translates to God, why you forsake me. Kind of creepy. Eli lama sabachthani. And now the year 1993 arrived, and after all the success, and what do we do now with so much success, guys? What do we do? An idea. Let's take all this success and make another album. The second album. And second albums, you know, they can be a little bit risky because you have all these expectations from people. So the first album was a great thing. They mixed different sounds until they came up with the best and most representative album according to the fans, which name is Przedmieścia. And I noticed that it's an album with quite a diverse sound, from the heaviest na przekór bogom, to a more balladistic sound, for example, Nie zabije nocy or Ballada Emanuel. And according to my taste, which is whatever, this album contains one of the most beautiful ballads of Wilki's career.
Baby, 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 baby.
Moja Baby. And guys, I'm not really sure if it's dedicated to a little girl or a love he had once, like the first love. Well, according to the lyrics, it says, "Don't look at me, baby, don't look, there is no evil in me. After all, nothing's changed. Let's get out of here and get wine." So it's a very beautiful song, but at the end of the lyrics, they just wanna go and get wasted. After that, they took advantage of the success they got and they decided just to rest, to be lazy. I mean, it's enough, everybody deserves a holiday. And the following year, they released the first acoustic album of the band, Acousticus Rocus, that included some tracks from previous albums, but also there was some kind of surprise, such as a new version of a great Polish hit. Yes, we're talking about Sen o Warszawie from the incredible Czesław Niemen. I mean, if you don't know Czesław Niemen, why are you watching this video? Go and listen to his music. But sometimes characters crash and personalities can be very strong. Such a great amount of talent inside such a small bottle. Well, boomba! It explodes. 1995, the year where all the fans of Wilki were mourning. Because they break up and each of them continues with their own lives and careers. And right after that, Robert Gawliński starts his solo career and he has some hits, as you know. And he released his first album solo, and Miki Stupas and Marek Szanowski get involved in a project called Hopsa. I don't know, guys, if it's the band or they had hits, you have to tell me there. Then Gawliński published 3 more albums from 1997 till 1999, so he's very prolific as a musician. But there's always hope. When you think everything is lost, something unexpected happens. It was the year 2000 and they were together in order to release an album, a compilation album called Największe Przeboje. And they got together and they were feeling this nostalgic feeling of this wonderful time that they were writing and playing together. Should we get back? Should we get back? Come on, let's do it. And they just went on tour. I've always been very curious about that because I don't really think they spend the whole time working. Come on. So at the same time they went on tour, they started working on the next album. 2002, a massive hit was playing all over the radio stations. Do you know which one it is? Exactly. Baszka was an exploding, massive bomb in a good way. And this song won the first prize in the 39th National Festival of the Polish Song in Opole. So Opole, it turned out to be the success, the hit of the summer, of that summer 2002. And after that, they did something completely unexpected. Here I Am was the song in English that they wanted to participate in the Eurovision Song Contest in 2003. And they were so close because Ich Troje won that national final and they came second, so they couldn't go to Eurovision. But the song was such a hit. Hey, if we're doing so well, let's just release another album. And that was Vatra in 2004. And with this one, for me, I think they decided to go back to the sound of the first compositions. For me, there are definitely more references to the Wilki's early recordings than to Baszka. And frankly, there are some wonderful songs, such as one I adore, Bohema, and another one that I just discovered and I'm listening to it a little bit more. Słońce pokonał cień. And there were two more members, two more Wilki, Hubert Gasoil and Leszek Biolik. I also want to be a member of Wilki. Where do I have to sign? And moving on with a new lineup, they released a new album in 2006 with Leszek and Hubert. They fit completely perfectly to the band. But probably they had to make ends meet and they had some side jobs such as the song Idziemy na mecz.
Dzisiaj jest mecz, idziemy na mecz. Dziś polski orzeł zawalczy jak lew.
For the European Football Championship. And this song was presented in Opole, but it didn't win a prize. So what do you guys want? You already have so many prizes, just let some for other people. And in February of 2009, the band recorded the MTV Unplugged concert and they performed 20 songs and also they did some collaboration with Kasia Kowalska and they sang with her this song Cień w Dolinie Mgieł.
Jeden cień w Dolinie Mgieł.
And then again a divorce, such a turmoil. In 2009 they break again, guys. They break up again. So if this relationship is giving us so much trouble, we just have to break up. These are divorces. Well, no, because in toxic relationships, usually there are some relapses, and in 2012 Sony Music released the band's 7th album, Światło I Mrok, which was promoted by the wonderful song, I knew this song from before, Czystego Serca.
Czystego serca pragnę tak jak głodny chleba, razem w drogę pójść.
And it was also a very cool song because he was accompanied by kind of famous actors, I think, Joanna Kubinska and Paweł Iwanicki. And Światło I Mrok was the most successful album since Watra in 2004. And also it was the most diverse.
Tyle jest przed tobą dni, tyle pozostało chwil wspaniałych.
And in 2016, during a period of depression that the main vocalist was going through, they released a new album. Robert said that he had health issues, that he was extremely depressed, and maybe this state of mind made him want to write a different kind of music. And there was a song that I could really feel the state that he was in, that is called Stać się inny.
Mamy jeszcze chwilę, by ocalić świat. Wystarczy się rozejrzeć wokół.
And the album przez dziewczynę, even if it's joyful, it could be satirical at times because of some of the lyrics they have.
Skrzydeł ich tyle, tylko prawdziwa miłość może nadać życiu sens.
It's very difficult to take seriously some of the lyrics. For example, I wake up in the daytime and I'm hungover, chicks in bed, the usual state. Again, I'll be late for work, but I don't mind because they will fire me anyway. Seriously?
W drodze do marzeń, z koncertu na koncert wciąż połykamy świat.
And we are already in the present, and the circle is closed. After 30 years from the release of the first album in 1992, we are in 2022, and they are still together after 30 years, and a new generation is giving a new way into another new stage. Why? Because Robert Gawliński's son, Emanuel Gawliński, I think, joins the band. And this is the present. So congratulations, Wilki. This is my homage to you. I discovered so many cool songs. I hope you enjoyed with me. Just tell me what songs you think are outstanding from the career. You can tell me the ones you don't like, okay? But you can't deny that they are a great example of rock music in Poland. So guys, as you know, I had to take a break because, as you may notice, I had COVID like some time ago, and I just decided, okay, I'm gonna just take a break and enjoy Christmas. And also I reached the 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much for the ones that are still here and the ones that joined me. I hope you, I don't know, you stick out with me. And if you knew, you liked it, just don't hesitate. Subscribe. I mean, either you subscribe or I go to your home and I kidnap all your dogs and cats. Also do all the routine.
Like my video, hit the bell.
Do everything you might do. Guys, I'm gonna go eat some kaszanka.